Hey man, welcome back. So today we're going to talk about how to get through the hard days. I've had some hard days recently where my motivation has dipped, where I've been trying to stay as consistent as possible, and the progress is hard to see. And I think we all go through that sometimes. I think we all go through times when it just doesn't seem to be working out for us. Like we're trying so hard, but it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. So that's just something I want to talk about a little bit today. A little mental health video, I think, would be pretty useful. Just waiting for these cars to go by. All right. So I mean, the first thing we'll talk about is discipline over motivation, right? Especially when you're having a hard day, that motivation it tends to dip to an all-time low. Like you think when you first started working on the thing that you're working on, and you were so excited about it, and now you've been doing it for a while, and it just seems to be taking so much longer than you wanted it to, and it just seems like what's the point, right? Like why am I even doing this? That's where discipline is going to come into play, and I talk about this a lot. I probably touch on this a little bit every video I put out, but having that discipline, because you're not always going to be motivated. Like you're going to have really hard days, maybe hard weeks, hard months, who really knows, maybe even a hard year. But giving up during that time is not going to get you any closer to that freedom that you want, that thing that you want so bad, right? So you got to remember when you started, when you were so motivated, to remain disciplined. Discipline's doing the thing you know you need to do even when you don't feel like it, and doing it like you love it. So I think that's extremely important. So also just focus on the small wins. I think when your motivation's at all-time low, when you start focusing on the small wins, it'll help that motivation get back up even when your discipline starts to fail a little bit. I know a little excitement, like a small win for me was taking some rest days. Like I went back to trying to go to the gym every day, and it's just because I love going to the gym, but it's not really in line with my goals, right? So a small win for me was actually not going to the gym, and it was pretty difficult. But I went back today. I worked out my legs. It's a pretty good leg workout. I wouldn't say it was my best one, but having that discipline to stay home when everything in me is telling me to go to the gym, when I know my body needs that rest. So that small win for me actually motivated me at the end of the day, especially when I finally went back today. And you know what? Tomorrow's going to be a rest day, and then we're going to start the new split. But I think those small wins will definitely stack up and make you feel a lot better about where you are. So find something small today to celebrate, something that'll help you get excited, you know. And once you start stacking those small wins, I think it's going to take you somewhere you wouldn't expect. Um, and just, remember your why. Like there's a reason you wanted this thing so bad. I think having a clear picture of why can really help you during the hard times, because you have to have a why that's pretty powerful. My powerful why is I've been working retail for the last 15 years, and it's actually been a couple more years than that, I think. But I've been working retail for a while, right? And it's kind of, working 40 hours a week ain't that bad, but in today's economy, having to work two jobs does kind of suck. It really sucks, because it takes me away from my family, my wife and my kids. And for me, my why is showing up in the best version of myself that I can, so I can be there for my wife and kids, and to also eventually take this thing to a level to where this is what I can do full time, is just put out workout videos, talk about mental health, and really just help you guys along the way. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful why to me, because if I can do this full time, then it'll translate to me spending more time with my wife and my kids. And my kids are getting older, so So I don't have as much time as I want. And you got to also remember that the hard days that you're going through are going to build resilience. So if you can shift your mindset to that, to look at a hard day as things not going your way, it not being easy to do the thing you want to do, or the thing you want to do, you're trying to do it at such a high level that it's hard, that's going to make you tougher overall if you can push through that. So just remember that when you're going through those hard times, that's when most people quit. And if you want to be another level, if you want to be the best at something, then you have to really look at those days as a positive. You have to learn that those days are the difference between being good and great, because most people quit when it gets hard. So when it gets hard, push through that and realize it's making you stronger and it's making you better. And I know it can be hard, but it's the honest truth. And you know, all this work can add up, and I'm the perfect example of what I just said earlier. So you need to rest if needed, but don't quit. So going to the gym every single day may seem like an awesome thing to do, and it may work for some people. But if your goal is to get as big and strong and healthy as you can, then going to the gym every single day, if you're pushing yourself as hard as you really need to really get growth, especially after you've been doing it for a while, then you're going to need those rest days to give your joints, your central nervous system some rest, and let your muscle heal completely so you can come back stronger. So definitely rest. Rest can really, especially if you hadn't done it in a while, if you take a couple days off, you will come back with so much more mental clarity. You'll come back with so much more confidence, and you'll realize that it's okay to rest sometimes. So rest if needed, but don't quit. And yeah, I mean, that's my advice for getting through the hard times. The hard times, that's when you're going to be tested the most. But if you pass that test, you're going to be in a whole new level, because discomfort breeds excellence. It's okay to be uncomfortable. That's when you grow. So push through those hard days, guys. And I say that all the time at the end of my videos. There's a few things I say, and let's just go ahead and say them, and I'll let you guys get out of here. Don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. Never give up on yourself. And come on, guys. Don't let those hard days win. I'll see you guys next time.